Warning, the following video features a collection of improbable premiere skins solely for the purpose of a fun and unique list, as opposed to a serious breakdown. Though each skin will be considered seriously, we here at Beastie strongly urge its viewers to argue in the comment section.
What is going on, heroes and villains? Beastie here with another potential premiere skin Injustice 2 video. This one we're going to be doing things a lot different than I did last time. I'm thinking outside the box, thinking third-party premiere skins, you know, people or characters from outside of the DC universe. You know, since we don't really have any new news considering like the Fighter Pack 2 and stuff like that. We're not getting any news for at least another week or so. I thought it'd be fun just to kind of put a compilation together of some characters that I'd really love to see as a premiere skin, or that I really just think would work pretty perfectly for these characters within the game. So let's move on to our first slot, which is going to be one of my favorite characters of all time, which is Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It has been like a staple for my childhood to be watching this in the mornings and, coming home from school. But they both, anyway, about my life, they both have swords, they both have, ninja stars or shurikens or batarangs, if you will, which would be a quick, like, FX swap, like they did the FX swap for Bizarro. You were able to, have that fire breath instead of ice breath, stuff like that. But also with Bizarro, when you got his premiere skin, it came with a second shader. And if they did Leonardo as a premiere skin, I think it would be pivotal to do a Donatello secondary shader for that premiere skin, considering how Robin has the Staff of Grace and ability that he can, unlock, or I guess you can unlock. But yeah, so how badass would it be? You run around as a friggin' Ninja Turtle, tearing up, Deadshot or Batman or anything else like that. And they've been in comics together, so this isn't anything new to see Batman and the Ninja Turtles working side by side. Hitting our second slot is another nostalgic character, which is going to be Jim Carrey from The Mask, who is super goofy and yet violent, much like the Joker himself. The Joker's premiere skin potential is pretty small, I feel. A lot of people have said, like, the Mad Hatter would be good, or if they did FX swaps, that the Riddler would be good. And I'm one to agree. I think if they utilize that crowbar and stuff, he would look pretty cool as a Riddler. But Jim Carrey actually played the Riddler, side note. But The Mask is goofy. The Joker, he's goofy. And they both dealt with, like, dynamite. They both dealt with, large firearms that say bang when you pull the trigger. And there, like I said before, there aren't too many potential premiere skins. But if, we're thinking outside the box, that third-party stuff, and the Joker being essentially a serial killer, I really doubt we're going to see, like, a John Wayne Gacy friggin' premiere skin for him, which would be super creepy. So who would you like to see as a premiere skin for the Joker? Hitting our third slot is going to be our first and only female of the group, which is Lucy Lawless from the show Xena Warrior Princess. She is a friggin' badass, was a badass of the 90s, and has recently come back in Ash vs. the Evil Dead, so she's still around, still kicking butt. But they're so similar in their appearance that she would have to do, I feel, the voiceover work. She'd have to do her Xena Warrior Princess cry. And granted, a lot of her stuff is different, like when you're looking at, let's say, her, shield and the sword bit. Like, yeah, they're both warriors, but Xena rocks that like, boomerang little disc thing she throws around. So I guess that could kind of take place of a shield, but that would be kind of hard to do, because it kind of does things that her shield does, but it doesn't block like the shield does, if that makes any sense. But honestly, Wonder Woman in this game, when you're using her to block, I don't see her using the shield. She uses her wrists. So I think she'd be actually a pretty good fit. Like I said, she would definitely need to be voiced by Lucy Lawless, though. Rolling in at our fourth spot is going to be Pandas, and not necessarily the Kung Fu Panda, because I'm sure there's some major licensing issues there. And this one holds more validity to me, because Peter Panda is a character that does exist in the DC universe. It took quite some digging to find a panda at all. But if we can get a panda turned into a monkey, we could definitely get a monkey turned into a panda. I think it'd be pretty awesome to run around as, a huge panda using Gorilla Grodd's moves, swooping people up in the air and flipping them all over the place. It'd be pretty neat to terrorize a DC cast, you know, as a giant panda. I use Gorilla Grodd a lot, especially when I'm doing my guild boss multiverse stuff. So I would just love to actually have a decent premiere skin for this character. He's another one that I feel, because of his moveset, because of his traits, it's going to be a lot harder to find a character for him that suits him so well. There's Humanoid, who I feel is so similar that it's just kind of a waste of time for the developers to actually make that a premiere skin. And I spoke previously about maybe getting Cygor if we ever do see Spawn as DLC in Injustice 2. But, you know, that telekinesis, man, is a pain in the butt. It's hard to figure out a character for him. And you could have maybe the Panda do some kind of chi thing in its place, which would be pretty awesome. But pandas are cute, so let's move along. So before we go over our fifth and final one, I just wanted to talk about this character real quick, which is Bane. I would love to see, you know, Bane being a wrestler, the wrestler that he is, the luchador. I would love to see Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as a premiere skin, as ridiculous as it might sound. I feel like a lot of people don't play as Bane, and they just might if you could go around kicking some butt as The Rock. Plus, he's about to be Black Adam anyway, so it's about time we start integrating him into the DC universe. Our fifth slot is going to be taken up by the Headless Horseman. With Halloween coming right around the corner, I kind of wanted to do like a potential gear or premiere skin Halloween video. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see something like that. But Scarecrow is another one of those friggin' characters that are going to be hard to find a premiere skin for. You know, with that chain hook thing that he's going on, that's the main thing that's going to make it difficult. It's not his size, it's not his, you know, projectiles or his teleportation. It's that friggin' weapon he uses that's going to make it so much harder to find a premiere skin for. So beyond the Headless Horseman, which if you don't know is like guy that was like terrorizing Ichabod Crane. Watch Sleepy Hollow, whether it's the movie or the TV show. Anyway, I was thinking of Death, you know, just having that big shroud or cloak or robe or whatever else, and just maybe not even saying anything, just being ominous, I think would be pretty cool. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Another one of these characters that's going to be hard to find a premiere skin for. Who do you think would best suit him outside of the DC universe? I appreciate you guys watching this, but I do have to say Fighter Pack 2 has just been announced, and we're looking at Hellboy and Rated, which I know so many people are going to be butthurt about Rated, and then I don't even remember who the other one is right now. It's just hilarious to me. Black Manta, and I'm cool with Black Manta. I saw the projectiles coming out of his shoulders. It looks pretty neat. Rated, it's just hilarious. I got to do a whole nother video about this, but I know people are so mad that Rated is in this game, and I love that I'm seeing Hellboy here because he's a much better fit for this game, in my opinion, than Spawn is, and I feel like that was it right there. That just signified to me Spawn is not going to be in this game. So once again, guys, I appreciate any comments, likes, dislikes, subscribes, whatever. Give me some feedback. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if my audios are high or low, if my video looks choppy or whatever else. Just let me know. Give me some feedback, guys. I really do appreciate all of y'all, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your week. I'm out of here.